All right, wrapping up here. We got number 14 and 15 go together, and it goes together with the email you're presenting. How many of you have letters from your clients about how amazing they are, how they're going to love this home, be there forever, it's going to be their retirement home, the kids, the dogs, you know? That's number 14. And then number 15, the picture of the family holding the pet in front of the house, etc. You know, literally that last one, I pulled out all the stops because this client, just so you know, I keep referencing him because I've known him for 10 years. I helped his ex-girlfriend 10 years ago buy a home, and he was gonna buy a home for me for the last 10 years. Okay. And I've shown him probably 7 or 8 homes every year for 10 years. And so when he finally said, this is the one, you best believe I pulled out all the stops to make sure we did what was needed. And we actually didn't have the highest offer, but I put our best foot forward. He used the escalation, but it didn't go all the way up to the top. But this property, and Tony and I actually had the conversation about this because this guy works on cars, and it had a wonderful garage, a wonderful lot, RV parking on both sides. So he was able, it was perfect. So of course, the day we saw that home, he was with his dad, and they both had their classic cars right there. So I literally went across the street and I took a picture of him and his dad standing by the classic cars in front of the house, boom, and sent that with the offer. And I said, this is their home. They found it and submitted the whole, letter and the whole shebang. But when I referred to him later, oh, see, I don't know about that one. That's a good conversation, actually. Somebody said that they shouldn't use photos. I haven't had any bad parts because I've actually taken a photo in front of the house is what I've used, literally with my clients, just right then and there. Interesting.
You know what's interesting is a comment that Vicki made about seller's agent was even amazed that seller accepted our contingent offer before others based on. I've seen it happen before, and I've seen the listing agents be surprised. Sometimes people own homes, a lot of times they take a lot of pride in it, and they want to sell to somebody that they feel is going to really love it and take care of it. Maybe they're going to raise their kids there like they raised their kids there. So don't ever underestimate those letters. I totally agree, Vicki. It's amazing what sometimes a seller will do that the agent never thought they would.
Yeah, and I actually texted the picture to the listing agent, literally right then and there. Like it didn't even accompany in that email. I sent the picture.
Could I say a comment?
Yeah, of course.
One of the things I've used is if the house is occupied and people are still living there, because just like you said before, you can't guarantee that with the 100 offers that they're gonna show everything to the sellers. So that letter that we write, I put it in the email, but we also have a hard copy signed by the buyers, and we leave it in the kitchen counter in a place the seller will see it.
Nice.
Yep, and you want as much as possible as far as the pertinent stuff there in that email right in front of them, so that way they don't have to click on anything, open anything, they can just see it.
Right, and even through the inspection period, once under contract, when we did like the inspection, we left a thank you letter for, the opportunity to be able to purchase their home. Just got to keep them happy all the way along, because you never know.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's perfect. And
yeah, but you know what's neat about that too? You might come across an agent at another deal later, and they're going to remember you because of the way you handled that transaction. And that can get your deal accepted right there.
That's priceless for your future and future.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm a loan officer, but I know this stuff.
Rooted.
Yeah, the subject line too. If it's an over asking price offer, say it. Don't just say offer for the property or just whatever. Say over asking price. Star, over asking price offer, over asking price. Whatever it might be, like a clean, amazing offer included. Something like to get their attention. Just letting them know even from the subject line that this is better than normal. Those details. Perfect, Keith, we did it. We're 3 minutes early, technically.
I'd like you to do one thing for me. Just let me share my screen again so I can give everybody my contact info.
Perfect.
If anybody has any questions for me, here's my contact info. Take a screenshot if you will. And, I do not have banker's hours, as Josh mentioned. And, if your borrower has a lender, but you want a second opinion about something, you're always welcome to call me. I will give you whatever time you need to even just make you comfortable with what you're being told by someone else or your client. I've been doing this a long time and I'm old. It's taking care of people, quite frankly.
Yeah, Keith's the type of guy that when I first met him 12 years ago, we met at a
Oh no, you're gonna tell that story?
Yes.
Oh shit.
And he was referred to me by my old broker when I first got, in the business, and he's like, he's a really good guy. So Keith, we met at the Starbucks, and I was there with my then 4-year-old daughter. And Keith accidentally spilled his drink on my daughter, and you can't tell how apologetic and sorry he was. To this day, every time he sees her, he apologizes. 12 years later, he still apologizes for that day.
I was mortified. It was coffee. Thank God we'd been there for a while. It was cooled down. Oh, yeah. It was the most embarrassing thing.
Perfect. And I'm Josh Ezel. I own Breakthrough Real Estate and Property Management. We are a full service brokerage. We're looking to explode this year. We have commission plans at the wazoo. We provide leads, support, you name it. I have a great brokerage. I really have worked hard to create it. And then we have our property management, which we take great care of your referrals. We're non-competition for property management. And we actually have a drip campaign that keeps you, the referring agent, in front of both the owner and the tenants for future possibilities on that level. So we're great. We really appreciate those referrals. And then last but not least, I have my handyman company, which we started from getting burned so much in property management. And so we have a great niche. Right now we have 4 wonderful handymen actually that we can handle your Binzer request. We understand the Binzer process, your closing. So if there is anything you need, we can absolutely work with that for you personally, your anybody. So those are my 3 companies. And if there's anything I could do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I don't have any slides. I apologize. So my phone number is 602-821-7460.
Why don't you put it in the chat log?
Yep, I'll put that in right now.
So you can see it.
Perfect. And here's my email. And if you want, check us out at BREPM.com.
If you can take a picture of your business card or screenshot, you can actually put it in there also.
Yeah. Well, we have everybody that attended here on a list, so you'll definitely be hearing from my office.
Yeah.
We're not going to spam you or anything like that, but yeah, we'll say thank you. All right. Thank you very much for your time, Keith. Thank you, everybody. This was a lesson coming back to the meetings and everything like that. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful day.